It is that season, which can sometimes be overwhelming or annoying. So here to help us with some of the common questions is Pat Howard from Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. Most people probably have their W-2 forms by now. The deadline, of course, is April 15th, but you're saying earlier the better, right?
Well, the earlier the better once you do have all your documents.
Sure.
Filing early ensures a couple of things. If there is a problem, there's time to fix it. The IRS has a new program called Modernized e-File that honestly did have a few glitches at first this tax season. Those have about worked themselves out and everything's going along just fine. Filing electronically is hugely safer than filing on paper because your return actually gets acknowledged by the IRS and you know they got it. So that's really important, especially if you're expecting a refund. And what people don't remember is they don't have to wait until April 15th if they owe money. By filing early, they can have some time to accumulate the money they need to pay or set up a payment plan.
And the most important thing is to get it done right. What documents should you have ready to go?
That is absolutely correct. And not only should people bring W-2s, 1099s, all their self-employment income, things they might not think about, their child's daycare, their college expenses. Again, we have a refundable college credit. So even if you look at your return and say, oh, I don't owe any taxes, you still may get a refund if you're in college. So people should gather every document they even think is related, and then they should take that to a qualified tax person. For the first year, the IRS this year requires tax professionals to register with the IRS. Before, it was sort of like the Wild Wild West out there, and anybody could do taxes, even you, professionally.
Wow. Yeah, well, I probably need some help. So there are a lot of self-service websites. As you mentioned, there are tax professionals. Some people choose to do it themselves.
Right.
What do you recommend for people that are kind of looking for the best way to file?
Well, I'm a tax professional, so sure, I'm going to tell you to come to one of us.
Absolutely.
But I would also say, if you choose a tax professional or someone to assist you, ask what their qualifications are. How many years have they been doing this? How much training have they had? What is their experience? If they choose to file themselves, go to any Jackson Hewitt office. We'll take a look at that return for free and tell you if it's right or not. But not only that, if you do file yourself, look at what you put into that tax program when it spits out a tax return. Don't just assume, well, I know I put it all in right, so the result must be right. There will be things that maybe even just a regular person would see. But it is scary because the minute you hit send on your tax return or your tax professional sends your return, the IRS has that, and then it can take months to fix.
The point of no return almost. So,
absolutely.
You touched on it earlier. Some popular deductions and credits would be what?
Well, would be, of course, the college credits. Children under 17 qualify for a $1,000 child tax credit on the return. Again, some of that's refundable. So even if you have no taxes due, you might want to file. Something many people miss, especially the under $40,000 crowd, is a retirement savings credit. If you just put a little bit of money into your retirement plan at work, you might get a credit for that. Folks also often miss remembering to deduct their student loan interest. That's a biggie that we see missed on many, many tax returns.
That's about the only thing that makes people smile this time of year, deductions and credits.
Pretty much.
And a refund, of course. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.